Good afternoon, Patriots. It is 5:24. It's May 24th, 2019. It is 1:04 p.m. on the East Coast. And wow, we've got a lot of booms going on. We've got false flags happening in real time. We're going to go over that in a second. But first, I want to bring on my partner in justice, as usual, Shady Groove. Shady, welcome to the Matrixxx Groove Hour Friday.
Matrixxx, it's Friday again already. Another week of winning for Anons out there on this wall. Wow, what are we seeing here other than a spectacular event unfold?
We're seeing D-Class coming. We're seeing the trolls and the shills all exposing themselves with division. Because this is the D-Class coming, man. I don't know what it is, man. You know, people, look here, not there. Nexium is what we need to be looking at, and the D-Class. And, right now, we've got a shooting at Broward. Imagine that. Broward County. We're going to go over that in a minute. But first, I want to let you guys know that this broadcast today on Friday is brought to you by the Patriot Flashlight, dark to light with the Patriot Flashlight. Let's check it out.
You like the Patriot flashlight? Good job. Speak.
There's Neo and Trinity, the Dobermans that love the Patriot flashlight. They love it. Get yours today. I see a lot of people out there. They've got their Patriot flashlight. Thank you for the support. Dark to light with the Patriot flashlight. It is the flashlight you've been waiting for. It is the #1 tactical flashlight out there. It's becoming America's favorite flashlight. I love it. It's got the super bright, as you saw. I mean, look at the video, man. Did you see how bright that was? It's got solar USB charge. It's powering right now in my car because it's. I just have it on the seat, and the sun recharges it. It's awesome. Seatbelt cutter, window hammer, LED light bar, detachable compass, and a personal safety alarm, all for you guys. Thank you very much. Patriot flashlight, again, patriotflashlight.com/product/patriot-flashlight. Use the code at checkout, ITM20 for 20% off. Thank you guys very much for your support of this show. Thank you so much.
Yes, you guys have really shown them how much love we have out there. Amazing job. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you very much. Yeah, you guys have. And, I actually got somebody ordered 3 and there's like, oh my gosh, I haven't gotten it yet. So I actually emailed the Patriot flashlight. They took care of it. They expedited the order. They want to make sure your satisfaction is 110% guaranteed. And I really appreciate them because I was able to help them, expedite something that might have, they're getting overwhelmed with orders. So that's a good thing, guys, because Patriots help Patriots. Patriots protect Patriots. So let's go ahead and if you guys love this show, if you guys need a flashlight, I would suggest no other. Thank you again, guys. All right, with that, let's go into this really quick. Deadly shooting. There's a deadly shooting reported in mosque near Fort Lauderdale. Footage showed what appeared to be a body between vehicles in a nearby parking lot. Let's check this out. Raw footage. So we got the actors over there. Let's see, who else do we got? False flag D-class ? All right, there's between the cars there. You can kind of see. Zooming in now. Another angle from the helicopter. You can kind of see this. It's all staged, nicely set up. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can call this a false flag yet. Shady, what do you think?
I don't know yet either. I'm just now I'm kind of looking at a couple of news stories here. I mean, we know what's really going on, and we also another thing that's just happened is Jerry Nadler has passed out.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like I've got a link here I can drop you guys, but that's just now coming across too. He is passed out, and they were giving him water and stuff. So they're making a show somehow, it looks like, my friend.
Yeah, this is a show. And, remember, I did a Parkland thread, amazing Parkland thread, showed you that there was multiple shooters, showed you all of the stuff. Shady, I'm waiting for that link. There it is.
I dropped it in.
There it is. All right. So, but, the deputy police chief over there, deputy sheriff, was actually looking at he was at the mosque saying, shoot, don't run, don't hide, shoot. And then they're telling a regular Americans, the sheriff is telling hide and run. So there's something really weird here. So this is House Judiciary Chairman and Trump foe with Jerry Nadler nearly faints at press event with New York Mayor Bill de Blasio. Oh my gosh, the evil, it just can't. They can't take it. Their meat suits are caving in.
Well, yeah, I mean the way Pelosi was talking yesterday, I mean she completely forgot how to structure a sentence.
Look at him. I need water. Everybody, oh, you okay? Are you okay? Oh my gosh. D-class.
And don't pay attention to the D-class.
Right. Vincent, thank you so much. Hit like and share. Show Matrixxx and Shady how much we care. And thank you for getting that flashlight, too. Thank you so much, Vincent. I appreciate it. And I just missed another one. Thank you very much. I saw it was 17. I love that number. I don't know why, Shady. But let's quickly. I also want to bring in, for the Q posts, we have the JT Wild, and I'm very, very happy to have JT. JT, why don't you come on in and say hello to everybody, and let's cruise over these Q posts, and you can cruise and look at them with us.
Awesome. I'm excited. It's I haven't been on the show in many months, and you know how much I love to be here.
Well, we
the
love
Nebuchadnezzar,
you,
man.
I know.
The Nebuchadnezzar.
That's right.
We need a new ship for social media, and this is it, guys. That's from Q Post 3038, guys, if you haven't seen it. But JT, myself, and Shady all were in a hit piece started by the MAGA coalition, in my opinion, and Discord Chan trolls. Then it went to Neon Revolt. Then it went to Will Summer. And then they read it a million times over on the Patriots soapbox. Dead Cat loved the reading, but why don't you read the truth? Why don't you read about NXIVM cult? Why don't you read about the cult that we're really supposed to be looking at? No more division. That's all I got to say, guys. United, not divided. And, JT, we're going to go over this a little bit because Jeff... is it Coates? What is this? Jeff?
Dan Coates.
Dan Coates. Sorry. Thank you so much. Dan Coates did a thread about me. So we're going to go look at that too, JT. We have exposed a lot of people, and I think that's what we're supposed to do. And
You were talking about Brian Cates. You were talking about Brian Cates, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Brian Cates.
Yeah, Brian Cates. I'm sorry, Brian Cates. And we're going to go over that thread because he's not a really big Q person, but he actually is having my back, okay? Because he knows how bad the MAGA coalition is.
Well, they attacked him.
They attacked
earlier
him.
on,
They attacked
so,
Praying
yeah.
Medic. Neon attacked Praying Medic. So if you look at their actions, that's how you judge, guys. And if you guys do not know about division and unity, you need to go to intheMatrixx.com/Qposts and reread all drops, because where we go one, we go all is just some people, not everybody.
It's everybody.
Okay, it is everybody? I thought I misread that. Here's Q Post 925, guys. This is not about religions or party affiliation. Evil is everywhere. There are no drawn lines, no boundaries. Good versus evil. Q.
Very important.
So we don't have boundaries. Like we have to stay in this little box here on Twitter and YouTube, or can we actually materialize in real life and talk about the satanic bloodlines of the Pesurs, Rothschilds, Bronfmans, Clintons, Bushes, and
Morgans.
Now it's reality, guys. Do you see why they don't want us talking anywhere?
Well, I know why they don't want us talking.
Why?
Because whenever we talk, we explain things in a simple way where people can understand, and they get red-pilled really quickly.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's my take on it.
Right. Yeah, there are no boxes, and there's good and evil. Evil is everywhere. There is no drawn lines, guys. No drawn lines. No boundaries. There's no rule book to say what we should and should not do. There is no Q rule book that says that, you can't give us a super chat, or you can't go into PayPal or Patreon and help us, or iPod, or QMap.pub, for crying out loud. There's no, or JT, right? He's allowed this is absolutely ridiculous. You guys need to wake up, or we all need to wake up and realize that where we go one, we go all. And, sometimes that's hard for people to grasp. But the
president works for every American.
Yes. Every American. Americans first. So, that person that might be an atheist is an American. And
that's right.
I care about that American. That person that may be a Buddhist is an American here in America. I care about that person. That person that lives in Bahamas and attacks me can't vote in our election. Okay? That person from anywhere else that's not in this country can't vote in this election. I live in this country. I voted for Donald Trump. We all need him to win again, period. We need to expose the real evil. We need to stay on task, Patriots. And Q did not post anything about it yesterday. Do you think Q, since I've been Q'd, several times, guys, do you think Q has been seeing this crap that people are doing against me? Do you think Q in that post of the top 200 called me a patriot means patriot, or does that mean he's not a patriot? Do you think a patriot knows what, these people that are in the forces, God bless you all, present and past, they went and fought for your freedom. Not just your freedom, but my freedom too. JT's freedom. Everybody's freedom. And let that sink in, guys. This division crap is enough. I've had enough of it. And we've exposed everybody. We have a lot more than you know. We will be doing a show. Tom Price, thank you. 517, United States of Q agrees. Hey, welcome back. I see that you've been gone. Welcome back, United States of Q, and thank you so much. So with that, let's get into some Q posts, right? Let's get into the real business instead of this fake crap to divide us.
Wow, this was a great day yesterday, no?
Yes, it was. So this is 5/23/19. This will be my thread for all Q posts for Thursday, May 23rd, 2019. Waterfall of proofs coming, post D-class and more. Let's go, right? So, I'm going to need more cuffs, Shady.
Yeah, that's not quite enough. We definitely need to fill that picture in a little bit more.
We need to fill it in. I mean, we won't see Mr. Barr, though.
I know. He's telling us that the intelligence agency story doesn't hang together. I like that guy.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, I see that you say it's buffering. Just back it up a couple minutes or just change your quality with the little gear there. You can change your quality to not HD, just 720, whatever you want to do, okay? We do see that happens. YouTube loves us. They love us, Shady.
They do.
All right.
They won't admit it.
We got the first post here. It's 3336, and it is a link to Fox News, and it says panic in D.C. And it links to this article. Fox News Network, Trump gives AG Barr authority to declassify documents related to 2016 campaign surveillance.
This is huge, Anons.
Wow.
I cannot even begin to emphasize how enormous this is, because what is happening here is your attorney general has now been given the authority to look into the intelligence agencies. And previous to this, that's kind of not been the case.
That's right.
We have now got the nation's top law enforcement officer in charge of the CIA, the NSA, and in charge of an investigation into them. I think all of you guys out there know what that's going to lead to. And let's also tap into the idea of what we know with the social media, and the social media being controlled by the intelligence agencies. And now to think that we have an investigation into them, leading into, a couple other fun things that happened in the last day. But this is huge, huge. So he went right over the head of Dan Coates.
That's right. And let's look at Sarah Sanders. This is the statement that Sarah Sanders posted on Twitter. Statement on presidential memorandum signed tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is a statement from our press secretary, Sarah Sanders. Today, at the request and recommendations of the Attorney General of the United States, President Donald J. Trump directed the intelligence community to quickly and fully cooperate with the Attorney General's investigation into surveillance activities during the 2016 presidential election. The Attorney General has also been delegated full and complete authority to declassify information pertaining to this investigation in accordance with the long-established standards for handling classified information. Today's action will help ensure that all Americans learn the truth about the events that occurred and the actions that were taken during the last presidential election, and will restore confidence in our public institutions, guys. Wow.
That's very encouraging, no?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And let's do how does our friends say it, iPod? Let's do a flashback size real quick, huh? I love that. I love iPod, if you're watching, man. How you doing? Let's take a look at this. Ready?
Saying that once again, full faith and support for America's intelligence agencies. I have a full faith in our intelligence agencies. Oh. Whoops, they just turned off the light. That must be the intelligence agencies.
Dark to light, guys.
Okay. You guys okay? Good. That was strange, but that's okay. So I'll begin by stating...
Trolling is fun, my friends. Trolling is fun. What do you think of that?
And you're watching the master, the maestro.
The maestro. Yes. JT, what do you think of that one? Was that one cool? That flashback?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember that loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
5
by 5. All right, JT. So we've got this one here, JT. It's 3337. I'm going to read 2042, and then you read the rest, okay? Here we go.
All right.
I'm going to read this 2042 that Q posted. It says special approval. P 7291730093991 _Z setup X1. Example 1. The Hill. It's an article that goes, Homeland Security confirms special entry for Russian lawyer. LL. Loretta Lynch. Paper Trail. Special entry. Natalia Vilesnitstatskaya. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Manafort. FISA warrant issued. Approved Manafort. Right? We're real, right, guys? This is real. We're real Americans, real people. We don't get paid by the mainstream media. We don't get paid by anybody. We are for you, and you guys support us, and that's how we're real. We're real. All right, and we're the news now, right, Shady? You guys are the news. We're the news. All right,
odds are the news now.
That's right. FISA warrants issued, approved. Manafort. Mueller, Manafort. FISA warrant issued, approved. Papadopoulos. Mueller, Papadopoulos. Right? FISA warrant issued, approved. For Papadopoulos. Mueller, Papadopoulos. FISA warrant issue approved. Page. Mueller, Page. FISA warrant issued approved. Flynn. Mueller, Flynn. You must target, remove, and silence all those illegally targeted for FISA surveillance plus UK assist. UK assist plus FISA surveillance include all upstream collection, tangent contacts, umbrella surveillance, foreign target designators, create leapfrog hops to isolate real targets, non-F_comms, section 702. Example, P talks to X, X talks to Y, Y talks to Z, P, X, Y, Z, bulk data collection umbrella. UK assist allows for normal FISA law deconstruct. Deconstruct includes D2_spy insert. Deconstruct includes non-FISA warrant, special ops warrant, special ops classified public. So did they put the hammer in here? That's what I'm kind of thinking. Like the hammer was inserted, right? It was a D2 spy insert. But I'm not going to speculate anymore. Let's get the next part. Let's read what Q has to say. JT.
You have to go up a little bit there.
Oh, you're okay. You're not looking at your okay.
Oh, here it is. Important to remember. Page is public. Remainder are still classified. Plus cruise Q.
Wow. So Page is public. Remainder are still classified plus cruise. So we all remember that there's more than just the POTUS that was spied on, right? That's what we're looking at. So then we have Anon dropped 2927 and 2657 right here. And I don't really pay attention to this stuff, but Anon says, so it was known what was happening with the deep state, but this trip happened in 2016. POTUS formally announced his candidacy on June 16, 2015. Why did the HRC campaign actively work to push POTUS? Hey, JT. Push POTUS at the right candidate for GOP. Why did HRC campaign publicly attack POTUS opponents? Why did the HRC campaign want POTUS to be the nominee? Did the fake news play along? Pre-nominee. So what setup insurance file was created assuming POTUS would become nominee? POTUS 1, Cruz 2. Was Cruz the target of a separate illegal spy campaign? Shady, do you want to read the other one on the other side?
So this is, this is not just going to be. I mean, I know that we're talking about Cruz and stuff, but this is not going to be just about them, right? I mean, they were spying on everybody, guys. Like they were spying on everyone. There's so much coming out right now. It's unbelievable. But we're moving here into 2657, right?
Yep.
And then he says, When will the public discover that Ted Cruz was also illegally surveilled pre-POTUS or our nomination? Or maybe I'm thinking the POTUS, the Republican nomination. C_A, illegal surveillance, members of Congress. C_A, illegal surveillance, members of the press. C_A, illegal surveillance of the Senate Intel Committee. And then we have this leading here. This was to The Guardian, the constitutional crisis. Dan Jones, you're right. Okay, yeah. And then the World Senate Intelligence Committee, the interrogation of the CIA, articles that are dropped by Q. Who ordered the surveillance? What justification was provided to authorize the surveillance of elected officials? Surveillance fall under the scope of FISA warrant or internal to department or outsourced to Five Eye. Reality check. Friend or foe, we all spy on each other. Should we be spying on ourselves? Should we be tasking others to spy on ourselves in order to avoid U.S. law? Was Five Eye established and designed by the Intel community as a background surveillance apparatus to avoid domestic laws, triggers, and congressional Senate oversight? What key logs exist to monitor Five Eye intel collection? What ability do former government officials have regarding ability to access classified level Five Eye offshore data? How did HRC gain access to the highest class special access programs, closed system access, and able to transfer to the home server? I mean, wow, dude. Really, wow.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. That is amazing. So that's,
I mean, because this is we're seeing this. The president is honing in on it, right? He's like a laser pointer about himself, but he knows so much more than everyone else that it's behind the scenes. They're all playing this little fun game behind the scenes. What they all know. So it's like this whole big thing where they know how many people they've actually spied on, but the president really just is pointing to himself because he knows that once he exposes what they did to him, it exposes the whole chain down the line, right? And so this is going to really be a monumental moment in the Republic of America. I'm telling you right now, we are exposing something that we never, ever, ever, ever thought we would talk about.
We're exposing people like the war drummer that says that he wants me. He gets paid $5,000 a show, guys. So you want me to pay him back for a $200 dinner? All right. Anyways, I'm tired of the people, dude. The Boutwell trolls can go away. All you guys can just go away.
Oh, are they out there?
Oh yeah,
they're out there.
They're out there.
Hey, I want to say something about your opening and just real quick. Actually, let's stay on topic.
Okay.
What I'm seeing clearly here, guys, and I'm sure we all are, and we know about the communistic attitudes of Brennan, and we know of somewhat communistic attitude of James Comey in the past. So it looks as though these men had convinced themselves that they were doing the right thing, that we needed a police state. They were literally creating a police state, and where all of the politicians are being watched over. No one knows who's telling the truth, creating all kinds of confusion and havoc. So if you trickle that down to what we're going through, it all trickles down, doesn't it? And the reality is that what hit me about your opening and about what's going on here is, so imagine you guys are some, let's say, right-wing extreme journalists, okay? And pre-Trump, your entire job was conspiracy theories, and you had to find out all the stuff that nobody wants to listen to, and other than the people that barely could ever create proof of anything. And then this Q comes along and steals all your thunder and is giving away all of it,
right?
Showing people the truth. And when Q said, it hit me like a light bulb when Q said, "You are the news now." It sincerely scares the crap out of MAGA Co, because those guys are trying to make a living off of, being over the top right wing style comedy or whatever they're doing.
They're fake MAGA.
It's fake MAGA. And so, in other words, the Q movement is taking money out of their pockets. You see, if Q never come along, they'd be making money. So what do? They create all these bots because you guys are taking donations. All of these people all of a sudden really give a crap about making money and trying to make a living off of selling the truth, because they will not take the access to it because they can't. They're locked out of Q because they hate Q. And so it's like they could sit there and report on it, but everybody be like, well, dude, yeah, Q showed us that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have no power anymore, and this is the only way they can get the power, guys. And it is by dividing us and making us look like idiots. And that's what they're doing, and they're doing a great job of it, And I also want to say, when somebody is too tied up in their own belief systems, they're very, 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 very susceptible to this kind of thing. And that's only, real truth about the religious part of it. I want to say, a belief system can be really messed with when it's,
it can, and it is. It's been, just look at what's happening right now, because, you just take the simple words from Q, where we go one, all of us, we, all of us, you, me, go all, everyone. That, if you can't decode that, then we've got issues. You need to go reread Q posts, man.
And I see War Drummer. Is War Drummer in the chat?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I could go for days about that dude.
Yeah, and so could I, actually.
And so, I don't.
So Q was posting last night when War Drummer was speaking about me. Did he talk about Q at all? I bet he didn't.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a sensationalist, and
his subscribers have gone down by 12,000.
I wish I would have recorded some of the conversations. I'll just leave it at that.
Same here, and it's only got 3.6 thousand views 16 hours ago.
Yeah, he's squirming, man. Yeah. They're all squirming. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, here he is, right here. So, this is me, Matrixxx and Satanism.
Oh yeah, he talked about me in that apparently too.
Are you kidding me? I am so not a Satanist, dude.
Those
project
views,
much?
Those views are really down.
Yeah, he's doing good, huh? Doing really good. Doing really good. Look at that. Doing really good there, War Drummer. He's working with Crop Duster and all those Neon Revolt people. It's sad. It really is. Because I liked him.
Yeah, it is.
But he changed. So that's my statement on War Drummer, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I just think that our president did a really good job of bringing Patriots together. And there's certain factions of every part of this movement, not just Q, of MAGA, of everybody that just through their own ego bring division. And in every faction somebody wants to be a king. I call it too many kings in the kitchen, man. Mm-hmm. And it's like, none of us want to be a king. We want to be a part of something that is beautiful and that we're all included in, and we all have a piece to the puzzle. And that's what we are doing.
All of us, JT, or just people that I think should go?
Yes, exactly. All of us, even the people that are disillusioned right now. I hope one day they understand and allow, just allow people to be people and to find their own way through God, to God, and allow that to be. And I think Blessed to Teach said it best when he said Christians, it's good that there's people, non-believers. You love the non-believers so that they're going to become Christian. The more you love them, the closer you get a chance to bring them into that knowledge, And I grew up with Christ, and I have my own faith in Christ, and it's mine, and I don't I don't belong to a cult. I don't even, the last thing in the world I thought would come up was that idea. Okay. Of course, I've seen all the bad press from 10 years ago about when, you know, everybody in the mainstream media was trying to go after Jay-Z. Everybody. Like, that woman had the world come down on her, trying to make her into a fraud.
Hey, JT, real quick, if you guys are just joining us, this is JT Wilde. JT, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and you know, she had the world come down on her, and you know, the other thing is, she was just like us. She was a Democrat. She wanted to help the world. She, you know, probably voted for Obama thinking it was the right thing to do, just like I did, just like many of us did. And you know, the Great Awakening was really like, we were woken up to the fact that we were supporting people that were lying to us.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, no one was immune to it. No one was immune to it when it was going down. And we should be dancing in the streets and rejoicing now that we all know. And, you know, going back in through records, and they, you know, 2016 donated. Well, 2016, I would have donated that if I had the money, because I would have thought it was a good cause. And now we know the truth. The wool has been pulled off of our eyes, and the sheep can run like hell through the valley, away from the dogs and wolves, man. And so these people like MAGA Coalition, what are they going to do? They're going to go into all these factions. They're going to find.
Oh, JT, did we lose you? Real quick, while JT is reconnecting, Nancy Southwick does say something really good, and I agree with you. Let's keep focused on Q and the news. People discern who to follow and who to stop. Let it go. So you're telling us that. So what I want to let you know is we were attacked again last night, which puts us in a defensive position, and we're just talking truth right now. But we are all Q all the time, believe me. So thank you for that comment. I do appreciate that. JT, did you join us again? Shady, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know where you went. I'm trying to figure out how to get him back up, bud.
All right, no problem. So let's just go ahead and continue with Q. As Nancy said, thank you, Nancy. We're going to go to Q post 3339. Anonymous says, is POTUS going to ask Queen about the UK assist? And Q responds, foreign assist underway with DOJ. And there's a link here to Chief Robert Hannigan quits. Fly, may fly. So here we go. Let's check it out. Welcome back, JT. We're just going to cruise real quick. We'll pick you back up in 1 second.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
I'm good now. I'm on my Wi-Fi.
All right. We'll pick you back up in 1 second. Okay, brother?
No problem.
All right. So we got GCHQ Chief Robert Hannigan quits. Hannigan oversaw more open approach at GCHQ after the Snowden revelations exposed mass surveillance by the agency. And please note, this article is more than 2 years old. Mr. D.W. Steen, donations are a freedom. That they are, my friend, and so appreciated too. Thank you. So that's that Q post. That's we're gonna move on to the next one. That was 3339. We're gonna go to 3340. Shady, you want to take it?
Yes, sir. Carter Page Anon. Q responds to this post saying, Carter Page public FISA. Remainder are still under classification. Until today. Waterfall of proofs coming. Post D-class Q.
Wow, that's my favorite one, I think, man.
I mean, you're just seeing, like this is why the not only the mainstream media but the alternative media is freaking out, because they have absolutely no idea this is coming, and they cannot figure out how all of us as Q people knew all of this was coming, because they weren't paying any attention to it for that whole time. They were just
Q people.
I see Q people everywhere, my friend. They're everywhere.
Yes, they are.
I've been hearing a lot of amazing stories too about how many Q people there are, by the way.
Yes, me too. By the 3341 pass bread, and this goes to somebody asking. Let me just go to my thread real quick, Shady, because I actually went back and grabbed the pass bread, and here it is. Q, what can you tell us about Assange? Oh, what can you tell us about Assange? Under protection. Threat is real. Key to DNC source. Hack. Murder. 187 is murder in the California Penal Code. Q. So, Julian Assange is under protection. He's under a real threat, but he has the key to the source and the hack and the murder of what the DNC did to Seth Rich, in my opinion.
Yes. Yep, that's that, in my opinion.
His name was Seth Rich, Shady.
His name was Seth Rich, and it's going to echo in the halls of the deep state for centuries. That name will be a memorialized name, guys.
Yeah, and to Nadler that just passed out, Seth Rich was whispered in his ear and he fainted. No, I mean, hey, if they can make up stories, we can make up stories too. Somebody walked up to Nadler and said, Seth Rich, and he fainted. That's what happened. That's the real news, guys. News you can use.
Well, we did get an anon that sent us a video walking up to Nancy Pelosi saying you're going to be in jail soon.
That we did.
So it's not that far outside of possibility.
That we did, Shady. We're gonna move on through these Q posts because they were amazing last night. We're gonna go to the next one here. It's 3342. Shady, why don't you take this one too?
So this was a repost from April 15th of last year, and it says, regarding read Five Eyes, or reread Five Eyes maybe there, avoid U.S. data collection laws. Hussein? Public dossier FISA, not public Five Eyes. UK, Australia, POTUS targeting using pushed RUS decoy meetings, Russia decoy meetings, campaign insertions, Hussein, HRC, Loretta Lynch, Brennan, Clapper, National Security, White House, Situation Room, Operation, UK, Australia, assist, set up. Now this is April 15, 2018, and then UK, Australia, assist, set up from Q yesterday, guys. Look at this, everyone. Your president has been telling you all along what they were doing, and this is coming out, Matrixxx. This is coming out today, like lots of other stuff about I think you've got some stuff about the current news of what Mr. Papadopoulos was telling us a week ago about cooperation and recognizing in foreign intelligence agencies that Houston, we have a problem. Well, so see this. I did know this, and actually, all these anons, they already knew this. It's old news to them, and it's amazing. And just to see that you are noticing that that they're saying right here, the actions against former Trump official Papadopoulos. They initiated this action against George Papadopoulos before he was on the Trump campaign, everyone. This is another thing your media will not tell you. They started this spy campaign on George Papadopoulos when he was working for Ben Carson.
Right.
And they tried to approach him with these people. And also now what they didn't do is they didn't give the FISA
I'm not muted. Sorry.
All right. They didn't give the FISA court the information that showed Papadopoulos was had testified that he never spoke to Russians. So he told them he never spoke to Russians in his statements. and they were saying last night, they were like, it would have literally taken Bob Mueller 1 minute to realize there was no collusion. 1 minute.
That's right.
That's the simplicity that we are at here. This is not 2.5 years. Americans are going to be upset whenever they see what this D class has in store.
So look at that. That's news today. And look at this Q post from April 15th, 2018. Do you guys see this?
News unlocks the map, Matrixxx.
Yep. All right, so you guys get that 5-5. We're moving on.
5-5.
Yeah, my sound was muted, but all I did was read what was on the stage for you. So no big deal, guys. No big deal. We're here. All right, so Q3343. It's another repost of an Anon's post of 1745, which is Q and POTUS. 1745. And 1 + 7 + 4 + 5 = 17. I'm sure it's all a coincidence, people. All right, so this is a post from July 28th, 2018, and Anonymous says, no, the truth was not revealed yet. FISA didn't have much impact, to be honest, or there is still something missing to it, which reveals the whole truth. FISA equals start. FISA equals immediate CONF, conference of illegal acts. Confirmation of illegal acts regarding signers. FISA equals confirmation start of Hussein's spy campaign to rig an election was based on false info, which we all knew. FISA implicates HRC. It implicates the Democratic Party, Adam Schiff, feeders of false info with the intent of securing mainstream media plus blast insurance. And this is what was highlighted in that post that Q reposted. FISA implicates senior members of UK, MI5, MI6, SIS, US Intel, White House, Five Eyes, Republican Party people, Congress, Senate, of known corruption in effort to retain power and rig election and safeguard events by political kill to act while in power, given MSM fake push Russia narrative. FISA equals ties MSM heads, TV behind, corporation, to Democrat Party, other foreign heads of state in co-op strategy. FISA brings down the House. FOIA does not include FISA. Declass by POTUS key parts that factually demonstrate the dirty, fake dossier was used as a primary source to secure highest level of intel spying on primary Republican opponent, plus post-election intel assets, foreign and domestic spying on the President of the United States. For the office of the presidency of the United States of America, logical thinking, public awareness, FISA is spying.
Spying is spying.
Spying is spying.
I mean,
the foundation built Huber. No spelling errors intended. Mobile. Unknown if above. Q.
I mean, you know, it's interesting how whenever things get hot, the Democrats start trying to change definitions to words.
How do you define
is?
How do you define is?
What is the definition of is?
Exactly.
Could you imagine, though, guys? Could you imagine if you were any of those Democrats, any of those people reading that? Like,
oh my God.
If you were, could you imagine how they would feel? I mean, they would pull out every gun in their arsenal to stop that from getting to the public. Right there, just that.
Exactly.
Let alone
Regal
what's
says,
coming.
when they go low, we go spy. Absolutely. And I want to also thank really quick Delta Dawn 99. Thank you. Yeah, this was a year ago.
That post.
July 28th.
They've been scared for a year. They've had plans to get rid of us. They've been able to plan a 6-month strategies. They're all just like the mainstream media. They're all teaming up every morning. Okay, how are we going to hit them today, guys?
That's right.
Crazy.
That's right, and that's amazing. And you know, they are reading this board too. Q has confirmed that some of the comms are to them. So this is what we're witnessing is history, folks. We are witnessing history, and this history is going to impact each and every one of you here in America and abroad. Amazing times we are living in.
Systematic destruction of the old guard.
That's right. So you better shake your old guard thinking off, realize what that means, and then Q3344 Q. What about the Comey report? Because remember we had that C comes before D, right? That could have been a move and a counter move, as Q is saying. Misdirection sometimes creates one person to turn on another publicly. C in Killbox coming soon, and that's so. I think Q might have released that. We're talking about. He said C comes before D, so they're all freaking out. Oh my gosh, Comey's going to come before D class. Oh my God. So, Q and they're watching this stuff, and you can see their reactions on TV. Carly Bond points them out very clearly and laughs at them, rightfully so, because she knows, we know, us Anons and you Patriots, all of us here know what's going on. We know what's going to happen, and it's treason, guys. It's This is something that
There's
should never,
no
ever happen. If you're a Republican, a Democrat, whatever you want to label yourself, this should never happen to any president ever.
It should never happen to any American.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, this is okay. This organization, FISA, was amplified dramatically because of the events of 9/11. Before 9/11, it was used, but it was not used near the same. Since 9/11 and the Patriot Act, they have weaponized this, the whole intelligence agency, and, you know, Anons, to talk directly to Anons. The reason for that operation was this. The reason for 9/11 was what you're watching right now. The intelligence agencies being able to investigate people in America and prevent someone, an outsider, from ever attaining that office, no matter what. And I really do believe if you just stop for 3 seconds, you'll easily see why they were protecting that. Not only to protect the narrative, but also to protect the idea that you know, their whole swamp stays in place, right? I mean, it doesn't. If anyone comes there, like the president being financially independent, that is, I mean, that is such a blessing. And then we have to take that one more step, Matrixxx, to say, well, if I were in Donald Trump's shoes and I had been able and lucky enough in real estate and business to accrue a wealth like this, and then I'm systematically watching a Federal Reserve destroy everything that I own and try to steal everything that I own, and then tell me that what I own doesn't have any value. I mean, every day the man, you know, someone like that is losing value per moves of the Federal Reserve. So we have a lot of things that are in play here, but you have to understand that if anyone is aware of what the Federal Reserve really is, it's Donald Trump. And the idea that we Americans were able to bring this man to the presidency was nothing short of a miracle. They did everything they could to stop it, and they've been doing everything they could to stop him since he got in there. And the idea of Q and you guys coming together and exposing this stuff is just remarkable. There's only one word I can think about it, and it's remarkable because it is historic. Just like you said, Matrixxx, it is historic forever. We're all going to always remember this. These are going to be stories told to our generations after generation after generation. What happened here?
Absolutely. This is absolutely amazing. History books, folks. History books. We are going to change his story, which has been a lie for many, many years, and we're going to change his story. And we are. 1860 something was the last time people were hung for treason, and I think we're going to bring that back, whether it's long jail sentences or whatever it might be, guys. Future will prove past, but our president is talking about treason. And let's just go to that real quick, Shady.
Yeah, I would really like for these guys out there to hear this if you missed this yesterday.
Here we go.
Imagine Huawei being possibly included in some form of or some part of a trade deal.
How would that look?
It would look very good for us.
The Huawei part, how would you design that?
Oh, it's too early to say. But I mean, we're just very concerned about Huawei from a security standpoint.
Sir, the Constitution says treason is punishable by death. You've accused your adversaries of treason. Who specifically are you accusing of treason?
Well, I think a number of people. And I think what you look is that they have unsuccessfully tried to take down the wrong person. If you look at Comey, if you look at McCabe, if you look at probably people higher than that, if you look at Strzok, if you look at his lover, Lisa Page, his wonderful lover, the two lovers, they talked openly. You know, they didn't use their private server because they didn't want to get caught, so they used the government server. That was not a good move. He talked about the insurance policy just in case crooked Hillary loses, and that didn't work out too well for them. So you look at them, they want an insurance policy so that should she, for any reason, lose, remember, 100 million to 1. Maybe he said 100 million to nothing. But should she lose, we'll have an insurance policy and we'll get this guy out of office. And that's what they said, and that's what they meant. That's treason. That's treason. They couldn't win the election, and that's what happened. And that's what's happening right now, because without the treason word, I guess, but that's what's happening now. They don't feel they can win the election, so they're trying to do the 1,000 stabs. Keep stabbing. Let's have a financial. Let's have. And if you look, for $40 million, I would think seriously that Bob Mueller and his group of 18 killers have gone over my taxes. They've gone over my financial statements to a level that nobody has gone over them before. And they were not discussed even. They weren't even discussed or brought up. I have great statements. Okay, what else?
Harriet Tubman through the
All
$20
right,
bill.
so we're just going to leave it there, Shady, but and
Did he
higher
men-
than that, right, Shady?
Did he mince any words there?
Did that
No.
sound like a Q post, JT?
Yeah, man. You know what's crazy? If you want to know how really evil and how elite these people thought they were, Strzok, man, if you look at his notes from the Flynn interview, he actually had the audacity to say that General Flynn, what was the word he used? He wasn't exactly sophisticated. He wasn't exactly sophisticated, he called it. Like, to put something like that in there, to me, it's like, right, a man that has dedicated 33 years of his life to our country and fought through war after war, needless wars even, that he found out. And this man who's just danced through Harvard and got FBI and all that. This guy is the Walmart stuff about, come on, this guy is just evil. He is the epitome of what we do not need in law enforcement. He's the worst cop ever. And I can guarantee you, beyond Comey and beyond any of those people, he's going to go down the hardest. Trust me, he's going to be their fall guy. He's just too easy to be.
Check your mute. I was saying check your mute.
I know. I was hoping that you would just start reading for me if I'm on mute.
No,
this is how we handle each other, brother. I'm sorry.
I was reading the chat.
Guys, I've got a new mute button, and I don't have a mute button on this new mic, and it's pissing me off. But hopefully Shady would just start reading for me. And then I'm like, why is Shady reading?
I was reading the chat, man.
We're going to figure it out. No, I appreciate it, but, lying. So there you go. False flag. That's what I said.
Yeah, the French. He was talking about the shooting or something is occurring in France in real time. I was trying to get to the link. And now I'm trying to get to you there. There he is.
There it is.
Lion attack, parcel bomb. Yeah, okay.
All right. Yeah, man. Get my back.
We're trying to break news right here in real time.
Right. On the mute button.
Mute button
so I'm a mute dude, and this is why we're real. I mean, we don't, we do this ourselves, guys. We figured all this out. All these bells and whistles, right, that are free on the internet to use and to figure out. We've done it. I saw a video saying that we were deep state because of all of our bells and whistles, Shady.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it was funny. It was somebody reporting on the MAGA Coalition Neon Revolt article. All right, guys. So that's it. So now we got something really crazy over in. So we got Broward and Leon. So two actual possible, panic attacks.
And also with May stepping down today as well.
Right, May Day. All right, so let's quickly cruise through these Q posts. We've got this meme right here, FISA Gate. I believe Joe M made these too, by the way.
Yes.
So these are Joe M memes. They're awesome. What I saw is absolutely shocking, says Mark Meadows. It's also, it is so alarming the American people have to see this, Jim Jordan says. There has been a real attempt to undermine this president, and it comes from the scariest places, says Matt Gaetz. This sickening reality has set in. I no longer hold out hope that there is an innocent explanation for the information the public has seen, Steve King. As soon as you read the memo, you think, is this happening in America or is this the KGB, says Scott Perry. Very, very good meme. Thank you, Q, for reposting that. That was 3345. We're going to go to 3346, and this is where we're at. FISA-gate. So you see we got 45 coming soon. He's been elected. We've already talked about the tarmac. We've got FISA-gate, and then Trump 2020, my guys. And then sanctions are coming. Look at that. Enjoy the show. Are you guys enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the show, and it's better than any movie or TV program or anything, book or anything you can imagine. This is fascinating to watch in real time.
Absolutely.
So enjoy the show.
That's right, brother.
Enjoy the show. That's right, JT. That is Where We Go When We Go All, right? I mean, this is my favorite song ever. We jammed it the other day. Last night, we were cruising down my hometown, and I had Where We Go When We Go All blasting again. And people were actually looking. I mean, I'm going to get that. We're going to get people to listen to that on the mainstream.
It's a top-down, riding down the road kind of song, you know?
Yeah, it is.
It really is,
Totally.
man. And the new version, too, I like. It's my favorite. I like that. I like the way that you did that with the style of, I don't know, what group would that be? More like kind of like, I mean, obviously it's JT, but you had a different flair to it, more of a rocky.
I went for like Imagine Dragons kind of.
There you go. Imagine Dragons.
Just kind of, I just love that. I just wanted something people could dance to and rock out to. And that was kind of the original thought in my head of how the song should go. And man, Casey just made this masterpiece. It was like the version he made was so unbelievably cool. And but I could not go without, making the version that was in my head, or I just wouldn't be happy. That's just how I am.
That's awesome, man. And that is awesome. I love it. And broke right here on this show first, too. The new version and the first version broke right on my Twitter first. I was the first to post it. I was the first to, because we were talking before then, my friend, and amazing.
Yeah.
And your lyrics were approved, officially approved by somebody very high up that we all love, guys. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I just wrote him a new one too.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's called Field of Fight song.
Nice. And that's when are we gonna break that?
Well, last night on my live feed, I actually tried to pull it off for the first time. I've got some more work on it, but it didn't come out too bad. I can read you guys a little bit of the lyrics if you want.
All right, we will. Let's just get through 3347 JT.
Oh, we still got Q posts?
Yep, one more.
Right,
and with us joining Shady Groove and myself is JT Wilde. So JT, stay right there. We're going to go over 3347. Why did POTUS circumvent DNI Coates' normal protocol for D-Class and give authority directly to AG Barr?
This is so huge.
Now, out there in chat, why don't you go ahead and tell me what you think why the DNI is not involved. I bet everybody here knows already. Let's see. What do we got out there in chat? Let's check you guys out. There's chat. JT, everybody's loving on JT. Love it. We love it. The message is what matters. It's huge. Okay. There's I-70. What's up, brother? And Poussant says boom. All right, so we got Dan Coates, can't trust him, witness, compromised, hidden. Coates is dirty, Coates is a traitor. Trump said 18 killers. Yes, he did. Because Coates holds the info, Coates is cabal, hide docs, dirty, SCS, deep state, right?
Yep,
Leaker.
They know.
Yeah, pretty much. I would say yes, right, to all of that. So here it is. So this is the Q post. And then obviously this is the DNI. It's your director of national intelligence, which probably is totally on the up and up and not corrupt in any way, right, Shady? So that's right. They're not corrupt, right? They're good, right?
Yeah.
James Clapper was former DNI guy, so yeah, it's probably good. So Clapper's not on that list, is he? Shady, he's good, right? No, Clapper's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder.
We have facts. We have mainstream media facts, and then we have Shady and Matrixxx facts.
Clapper, a friend. Yeah, they're angels. Look at the people. I love it. So here you go. So this is D5. It was also in a Q post. D5. Obviously, I wanted to just show you that D5 could gouge the landscape. Approximate path length 9.9 thousand feet, 1.9 miles. Okay, that's what a D5 avalanche can do, and it's a measure of the avalanche's potential to damage trees, people, property, and its track or run route zone. Okay, this is a meme that we posted back on 5/21/18. The path of a D5 avalanche. Look at the 8chans. See the Q and then the 8. That's the path, guys. That's the track and the runway zone. Look at that. Then we got
that's awesome.
The snowball has begun to roll. There's no stopping it now. D5 avalanche destruction. Again, this is one of the first D5 posts. The snowball has begun to roll. There is no stopping it now. So very, very cool. I went over that. And then I wanted to share Severe Anon really quick because this is gold. So Severe says, why, 334 says, why did POTUS circumvent DNI Coates' normal protocol for D-Class and give authority to AG Barr? He puts the CIA, State Department involved beyond jurisdiction of DNI. Barr needed. Use logic. Expect attacks against Barr to increase. Target acquired. Panic. Enjoy the show. Where we go one, we go all. And let's go ahead and check this out.
Chris, don't interrupt. I'm saying let the investigation go wherever the investigators think it needs to go, and then we'll hear from the Department of Justice, just as we heard from Bob Mueller.
Yes.
No, I mean, we hear a lot about how
Justice,
sunshine is going to be the best disinfectant, and I think everybody agrees they want to
Yes.
know. And if there was no one at fault, that's good. We need to know that too, Chris.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree, and the DOJ does have an intense investigation going on right now in the Inspector General's office, but the president's not satisfied with that because it might be too independent. He's also not satisfied with his own DNI being the one who declassifies, which Ari knows, having worked in the White House, is usually the way intelligence information is declassified. In fact, the DNI often blocks justice from releasing classified information because it might reveal an asset that is too important, more important than any criminal charges that the
Yeah, my understanding of this memo.
You know this having worked in the White House.
My understanding of this memo, which is rather brief, it says, listen, in accordance with the restrictions that you would have, you're not just going to go dump files full of classified information out there. I think this is going to be a much longer, much more patience-inducing process than a lot of people think. So I think we should all cool our jets for a little bit and just wait to see.
And Shannon, there's one other point here, too.
Yeah,
the Inspector General only has jurisdiction over what happens in the Department of Justice. Clearly here there are issues that involve the CIA and the State Department. The IG has no jurisdiction over them. That's why you need the Attorney General's office, the actual U.S. attorneys and prosecutors under the AG to ask questions to CIA and State. IG doesn't go that far. So this is the first investigation that actually is thorough and can include other government agencies that were involved.
We will stand by. Come back, Chris and Ari, when we know more, when we see stuff, and we can talk about it.
Clown media flapping. Did you see that? Oh, Mockingbird media. I'm CIA. That guy's telling the truth. We can't deal with it. Oh my God. Wow. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, look at it. You can tell that the anxiousness in the way they're reporting, and especially on the other channels, they are super anxious. But all the people that stand up, they're gonna try to say, just like what he was saying. Oh, well, you have to put it through. We want to protect our assets. Yeah, what, your assets in the media? We know what you guys are protecting. Anons out there know what they're protecting, and what they're protecting is collusion between the DNC and everyone else in established bureaucratic positions against a duly elected president by the people, for the people.
Of the people. All right, so here we go. I wanted to find out how many DNIs there were. So 1991, 8/29/18, guys. Shall we play a game? Mr. Ugaretz oversaw intelligence products and briefings for the FBI director and the attorney general, as well as the FBI analyst's contributions to the president's daily brief. Who discovered the Chinese links to HRC servers? Who reported the discovery? Who inserted the discovery into the president daily briefing? Paper trail, Q. And let's go ahead and check that out. This is what Q linked us to. It's a cyber threat. It's the office of the DNI. And here's Aaron Joe, an attorney, senior FBI official, who served the section chief of cyber operations at the FBI before joining CTIIC. All right, so that's interesting, right? So go back down over here. Let's go some more. Oh, remember this, guys? Remember 1829? This is a repost from 809/18, and this is the map, guys. This is Basically, there's the DNI to James Comey. You see, so White
and
House,
all the players
Hussein,
on the chessboard.
Valerie Jarrett, right? All these people, guys. Here it is, all the way. This is how they did it. So, what assets people were placed by spy in POTUS campaign? Why did the news cycle drop this investigation? Think several. What if those placed are being investigated by BM? Plants need water. What if other placed connect to future? What if Nellie Orr previously worked on the farm, and the farm is a CIA area in Virginia? The start, public justification to proceed. Clean. Q. Again, here's the post, the actual original post. Then we've got this one here, DNI, and it's about the FISA memo order from the DNI. Nicholas Rasmussen, this is an important name to remember, Q is telling us. Former director of NCTC. So I think he's also on the McCain Institute. Think FISA, think no name, White House visitors log, no name Hussein dates. Visitor logs again, no name Brennan Hussein dates. Visitor logs, White House, no name Brennan Comey Hussein dates. White House visitor logs, no name Brennan Clapper Rice Hussein dates. Replaced by Joseph McGuire. Okay. Then we got Defense Intelligence Liaison to British Intelligence in London. Think UK. So the DNI is involved, guys. This is what Q is telling us, and this is what we're realizing today. And what happened? What Q is saying that the DNI is bad. And now what happened today, Shady? Yesterday?
Well, we have oversight over our intelligence community.
So are these basically future-proofs past guys?
Yes.
Every single one of them, right?
Yes.
Okay. The more you know.
And then it's going to go and you know what he was bringing attention to those dates there are what led up. We ended up painting the path to I think it was January 6th, and then Loretta Lynch came out and said, "Oh, well, we made sure we did everything to the letter," or whatever. So that was their mark to say we are doing everything we can to get rid of this guy.
That's right, and here's some more. I mean, I'll drop the link one more time for you guys. Go read the DNI posts. They're very, very interesting, okay? And it kind of shows you, if you guys are not, and he says D5 here too, so that's probably the one they want us to read because he did mention D5, right? So this is the stuff that we got to do. This is the stuff that we've got to look at. We've got to reread Q posts, guys, and if you're just waiting for the next Q post and getting bored, go back and read them, guys. Go back and read them, and your eyes would be fully open about all the attacks, all the shills, everything that's going on with POTUS. We have it all, guys. We have it all, but you guys got to go back and read it. Can't wait for somebody to tell you who to follow. Can't wait for somebody to tell you who's good. Can't wait to attack everybody. The people that are attacking don't have your good interest, right? They have a what do you want to call it? They have an agenda, right? Then I want to just really quick, I wanted to go to Joseph Flynn. Joseph Flynn actually has a tweet here. Let me just see. Where's my new tweet? There it is. Joseph Flynn had a tweet yesterday. Real Sklakova filed a massive defamation suit against Stephen Halper, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, NBC Universal, The Guardian, and Washington Post for falsely spreading a smear campaign against General Flynn regarding a relationship she never had with him. It is a devastating indictment of the FBI and the fake mainstream news, right? Fake news media. And likely was the lie upon which the entire Russia hoax was started over. She is using the same attorney as Devin Nunes in his lawsuit against McClatchy. Time to push back. Please read it. And that is from General Flynn. And I want to play this song right here. JT, we've got JT Wild. We're going to come back and talk to JT Wild and have a little Friday, maybe take some questions from you guys. But let's check out Thank You for the Pain, dedicated to our General Flynn. JT Wild.
I'm here tonight as a determined American who loves our country. And my message to you is very clear. Wake up, America.
Oceans of emotion
Rise like the tide, you're the sweetest song I know. You're giving me the notion you wanna run and hide from the saddest song I wrote. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for the pain. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you once again. Wishing on a dead star I could know who you really are, but it's not that easy. I'm begging to the moonlight, bring me just one more night, but she still fades away. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for the pain. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you once again. Thank you for the pain.
As proud patriots who deeply love our country and believe in the principles of freedom, democracy, and
Very
liberty.
haunting, it can be quite daunting, but it still fades away. My pain can be a demon, it comes at me screaming, and then it runs away. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for the pain. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you once again. Yeah, I thank you for the
America does not back down from anyone or anything. That's right. USA. 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 You got it right, baby. That is exactly right.
JT Wild. This is Thank You for the Pain, dedicated to General Michael Flynn and family. And I believe, was it Monday we had Joe Flynn on the show? So if you guys hadn't checked out the Matrixxx Groove Hour on Monday, we had Joseph Flynn on the show. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, sir, for your time coming here and speaking with us.
And some great stories.
Yeah, and some great stories.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think we had a couple scoops there, so Joe Flynn, thank you. JT, thank you for that song. That song should be on the charts. You're absolutely amazing. Your Where We Go, One We Go All song. I really thank you for what you've brought to this movement, sir.
Oh, thank you, man. I think all of us together, it's we are like one machine if we get with it and start taking proper care of it, and this was honestly this was all by chance. I don't know how it happened that Q came along, and that we our passion for our country and for freedom and really came alive, and just made me realize that I've only got a short time left on this earth, or hopefully a longer than short.
Time,
but
yeah.
the time I do have left,
Let's make it count.
I want my music to have a cause, to mean something. So much music that is being put out, it doesn't mean anything, and they capitalize off of that, nonsense. And so it's it's good that people are recognizing it, you know, and
they do. They just keep putting the same people in front of us and saying these people are great. I mean, and the music stinks, dude. And you know, they don't want to have good music come out. You should actually be, you know, played on the radio. Your Where We Go All song would probably be #1, man, if they allowed it to play, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, guys.
If the media wouldn't have done what they just did in the last 2 years, and we would have actually just went about a normal presidency without all the race bashing and all of that stuff, you know what? You're right. And everybody, you know, even people in the industry that hear it are like, holy crap, that's a hit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's and even
and
Stars
thank you for
and
the
Stripes.
pain. Yeah, and Stars and Stripes, absolutely.
I agree.
So it's like, so, you know, it's a slow grind, but the greatest part about what's happening is that the people that are coming to me now are family, and we get to know each other. You know, if I was any more popular than I am right now, I probably wouldn't be able to keep up with all of the people. And
well, you better get ready.
Get ready, buddy. And you know, I believe it was Shady on the Q Lounge that played your Stars and Stripes before we even knew you, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite songs in the world, and I hope that my band broke up that played it, and I'm trying to get them to let me release it under my name, because, you know, they don't want to be a part of politics right now, and I understand why, but I do.
Yeah.
And that song is huge, you know.
And music is our revolution, JT. That's the one thing that a lot of people, I think, especially the younger generation, have forgotten how much, you know, for me, how much music inspired me, how much revolution was in music when I was younger. And now it's you know, it's sanitized from revolution. It's all about supporting the establishment.
Yep.
Totally. I mean, I grew up with the Dead Kennedys, man. I don't know if anybody's listened to them, but holy crap, you know, they woke you up. They were like, you have no idea the atrocities that are happening, you know. And
yeah.
And I mean, they had Holiday in Cambodia. Like, they totally sang about what the Cambodians were dealing with, is mass. Anyway, I mean, you know, music is got that, and you know, of course it makes you fall in love. You know, it's there when you lose somebody. It's love and loss in life, you know, and I write all that stuff too. But it's just to be able to, for me, honestly, I don't know what happened, what changed, other than Trump and Q. It is the military, and just, you know, being able to be there. Now, I will say I volunteered. That did change me a lot. About 2-3 years ago, I volunteered for about 2 years and went to the VA, and I played in the trauma unit, where I mean, people were. I had one soldier who was the second most wounded soldier in the country, burned from head to toe, and we became great friends. Wrote a song together, even. I had this one guy that wheeled in there, and he had just come out of a coma. He was getting ready to get out of the service, and he was taking a U-turn, and he got hit by an illegal alien, unfortunately by somebody with, well, he was covered anyways, but he woke up 3 months later in the hospital, you know, out of a coma. And the next thing I know, they wheel him into me, and I start singing for him. And I sang Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters, and his head lifts up and his eye opens up, and he's looking at me, and what is going on? He was like in a dream, man. And all of a sudden, I went into Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd, and he opens his eyes and he starts crying uncontrollably, and and saying his friend James that he lost in the war, you know, and he just kept saying, James. And then I played Joker by Steve Miller Band, and he just started clapping and playing drums and laughing. And I realized the neuroconnectors, you know, the emotion and the music was connecting his brain back together, man. And the next week he came in and he's got a tambourine and he's like, JT, you're the shit, JT. And he still contacts me. He's back home. He's rehabilitated. He's got a job, and he contacts me all the time on Facebook, you know. And it's people, you know, when you get in the trenches, bro, that's where the gifts are. That's where the true blessings in life are, man. And people are afraid, but don't be afraid. Just go there.
I don't like it where I am right now. I've got to get back to you somehow. And just to know that you will be there makes it easier to walk this road. When tomorrow comes and I am home where I belong, I can hardly wait to get you back into my arms. When tomorrow comes, I will hold you till the sun comes around, until your voice is the only sound, and you'll never have to be alone. 'Cause tomorrow I'll be coming home. When tomorrow comes and I am home where I belong, I can hardly wait for the pieces to be back to one. When tomorrow comes, last night I had a dream of you waiting there with open arms, and all that I woke up with is goodbye.
I miss you, Daddy. I miss you. I miss you.
I can hardly wait to be so close, to be so close. When tomorrow comes and I am home where I belong, I can hardly wait to get you back into my arms. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow.
JT Wilde, Tomorrow Comes. And I want to tell you guys, whoever attacks this man, they don't know him. They don't know who JT Wilde is. You guys don't know who Jeffrey Peterson is in the Matrixx. You don't know who Shady Grooove is. You're jumping onto a bandwagon that is absolutely insane. We are beautiful people. We love our country, and we love our servicemen, past and present and future, and we want freedom for you, and your children and their kids and their kids' kids. And I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what you believe in. We're all Americans, and it's America first. So next time you think about attacking somebody and jumping on the bandwagon, and the psychology, look up the psychology that you're signing on to, and wake up. Wake up. JT, that was a beautiful song. That was a beautiful story you shared. That was a beautiful story. Thank you so much. You're a real person.
Thank you. That was that just tears me up, that video.
Me too. I had to not watch it so I wouldn't cry.
Yeah, I know, man. I did. I cried the whole damn time.
And there's also some people out here that actually know me too, JT. They know that I'm not a Satanist. They know that I'm not a cult member. They know that I'm a beautiful person, JT. The people in my life are glad that I'm able to, maybe, keep going with this and get donations from you beautiful people. In real life, people are proud of me. Not behind the troll board keyboards, okay?
Exactly.
People, let's start waking up. Let's start embracing one another.
Amen. I'm sorry, man. The most important thing I want people to know is that there's never, ever in the history of our world been a conflict that couldn't be solved with a compassionate, loving conversation. And that's the one we got to have, man. That's the one we got to have.
Yeah, not keyboard warriors, guys, because people are afraid that because myself and Shady and JT are going to talk about the Pacers and the satanic bloodline in real life, that adds another, what is it, a declaration? Is that what it is, JT? You write it, you speak it, and then you actually go out and talk it, and now that adds a whole dimension to reality.
That becomes reality.
Yeah.
You have to declare it. Yes.
Yeah. And that's why they want Shady and I not to go. That's my own opinion. Oh, by the way, did you guys know Bill Cooper spoke there? Do you guys think Bill Cooper's bad? Anybody? Who doesn't like Bill Cooper? I know War Drummer doesn't like Bill Cooper. I love Bill Cooper. Behold a pale horse. Do you know that Bill Cooper spoke in the 80s at the same place we're going to? Oh my God, so terrible. Who thinks that's bad? Anybody? Raise your hand if you think that's bad. All right, Shady.
Matrixx, this has all been amazing, and seeing the stories and the songs and the inspiration coming from JT that we're trying to share with you guys here. We are navigating a world that has really never allowed truth to come to the surface and for humanity to know the truth. If we are going to bring the truth to humanity, we are going to be having to go outside of YouTube, guys. It does not matter where Matrixxx and I go to talk. We're going to be attacked for it, and we know that. But that is the future, and that is what we feel like we have been preparing our whole lives for, and that is what we're doing. And I just really want to extend a big thank you to JT, man. I just really don't know. I mean, just for a moment to say, buddy, back doing the Q Lounge and finding your song and playing your song and having the inspiration that you give me at a time when, this goes back to Matrixxx and I had worked together a little bit. We were friends, but we hadn't started doing stuff on the air a whole lot yet. And man, it just really to share the stuff that you are presenting with America is just to me it's a really big honor, and I appreciate the music and the words, and I'm a musician as well, and so I recognize your passion and your love of country and your love of this movement, and also your love of people who are waking up and who used to think something else and now think this way. That is who we are, and that is what we're trying. That's what I think that the president and Q are trying to get assembled here, and I think you epitomize that, sir. And I would just like to say thank you to him and Matrixxx to you, and for all of you Anons who bring truth and love and pain every day. This is a special time, guys, and just much love is all I have for all of you. And we are bringing a larger message, and you will see what happens, because Matrixxx and I have a little bit of an idea of what's going to happen. We're going to see the cabal fall in real time, and we're going to make sure that we get it done.
That's right. And Milton William Cooper was in a Q post, and he predicted 9/11. Your government is selling your children drugs, and you don't seem to care. Your own government has given away any power of the people, and you don't seem to care. We are truly now a nation of sheep. And ladies and gentlemen, I assure you that the sheep are always led to slaughter, but it does not have to be that way. Okay, it does not have to be this way. And here's what Q dropped right here. This is the Behold the Pale Horse about the government encourage the manufacture and importation of military firearms for criminal use. This is intended to foster a feeling of insecurity which would lead American people to voluntarily disarm themselves by passing laws against firearms, using drugs and hypnosis on mental patients in a process called Orion. The CIA inculcated the desire in these people to open fire in schoolyards and thus inflame the anti-gun lobby. This plan is well underway, and so far it's working perfectly. The middle class is begging the government to do away with the Second Amendment. Okay? And this was a Q post, people. And I heard and I got confirmation that, in fact, where we're going to speak, the great Bill Cooper has always spoken. So for that, I am honored. Shady.
Matrixxx, I wanted to unfortunately let everyone know that the Q Lounge tonight will not air. We are going to be on a special guest on Red Pill 78. Is that correct?
Yeah, Red Pill 78 tonight. He wants us to speak about the Neon Revolt, division fag, and the rest. So we're going to be on there.
That's right. So that'll be at 6 p.m. East on his channel, and this is part of Patriots supporting Patriots, and all of us being heard, guys. The larger conversation is coming. Prepare your home, prepare your family, and if I could just say real quick, just prepare for something that is unexpected, because if you are a person who has had conversations in your family and with your friends about stories or things relevant to the murder of JFK, 9/11, Oklahoma City, Waco, you name it, if you've stood up and said things to your friends and family about this in the past, very, very soon, very, very soon, they are going to be coming to you, and they are going to need some help, and they're going to need some compassion, and they don't need you throwing things in their face, saying, I told you. Love is patient, and you don't need to be saying, I told you so. You need to be saying,
I told you so. Sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry. You're right, Shady.
You need to be saying, I love you so.
I do love you so. That's right. Absolutely.
And that's the point. We're not telling anyone so. We're telling people that we love them so. And if we can do that, I'm telling you, if you can do that, you will bridge a gap that you thought was insurmountable. And all of us are in this boat together. All of us are going, if something happens, then we all are going to reap the rewards for it. So face it, realize it, understand it, and bring it in heart-formed truth, not sensationalism or overzealous. Okay, you guys have to be patient with people. Love is patient, and love is kind, and love is truth. You are light. Matrixxx, I love this opportunity to share this experience going through this with you. JT, thank you for coming here. I could probably go on all day.
I'm gonna play one more song from JT Wilde, and then we're gonna head out of here. So JT, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I was just gonna say what every child needs to hear. What that poem that you read. It's we forget the child in us. We need to reflect that right back on ourselves and the way that we handle. And we're all just children in this huge great awakening. So we have to treat each other as such.
Amen.
And God bless.
And God bless you, JT Wilde. God bless you, Shady. Thank you so much, Shady, for being here and being with me, my ride or die on the Matrixxx Groove Hour. And JT, we're going to have you back a lot more. And I want to just end the show. We're going to do a little bit different. We're going to go JT Wilde, then we're going to escape out of the Matrixxx. But guys,
Thanks, man.
We'll see you tonight on Red Pill 78 at 9 p.m. Eastern. Look for the links. I'll tweet it out or whatever. But JT, thank you so much, my friend. You're a true patriot, and I wish everybody would get to know you. I wish everybody would get to know me, and I wish everybody would get to know Shady and each other instead of just this horrific attacks with brainwashing. And with that, where we go one, we go all means all. Shady, we'll see you later, brother. Love you guys. Love you, YouTube.
Thank you so much, guys.
And we love the name. Got the bodies in the dirt, needing someone to blame. A batch of greed and money to spare. They put the dollars in the coffers and the lies in the air. Where we go one, we go all. I won't push you down, you won't let me fall. One day for sure we will stand tall. Where we go one, we go all. Trust the plan because we have it all, and that fate is in our hands. Had a reason to fool us, but we didn't take the bait. Wanna take us to hell, but we got guns at the gate. Well, we go one, we go all. I won't push you down, you won't let me fall. One day for sure we will stand tall. Where we go one.
JT Wild, where we go one, we go all. And guys, we're out. We'll see you tonight at the, oh my gosh, Red Pill 78. Thank you guys so much. At intheMatrixxx3x's.com. At Shady Grooove with 3 O's. At, what is it, The Real JT Wild? Oh my gosh, JT. At TheRealJTWild.com, at Twitter. As the Q turns as well. Check that out. intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. We got a social network. We got Q posts. We got everything. We are going to postpone the Q Lounge Live tonight because we're going to be on the Red Pill 78 on YouTube Live. I know it's 9 o'clock p.m. You can pause Hannity, or you can record Hannity. You can record us. You can come back. We'll see you guys later. You don't want to miss it. Much love, guys. Have a great weekend. Don't listen to the haters. United, not divided.